Welcome Aries, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do your November 2021 reading here today, and I'd like to welcome all of you, and I would like to invite you to subscribe and like and comment on my videos and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any new ones. This will be your November 2021 reading, although these readings can also be timeless for those who find them at the right time in their lives. Let's get started here. I'm going to pull the cards now. Give me a couple minutes. We're going to find out what the situation is. Aries, what are you grieving over? Trying to heal from something. You're grieving over something that was really painful. Something that changed everything for you. Something that changed your life. Something you regret. You're grieving this. Let's see where you're headed. Where Aries is headed as far as this situation goes. Well, that's a beautiful energy. You're heading for balance. It's great. And we've got oblivious here. It's like that card is telling us that you're going to be completely unaware of something. Completely unaware of whatever it was that you are looking back on. Let's keep going. We're finding out what you're dealing with, where you're headed with this situation, and what your advice cards are. What's your guidance? The lesson here. What is the lesson here? Aries. Looks like you've got three lessons here. We're going to go ahead and take these because I just feel that when these cards come out, you know, there's a reason. So it's not up to me to put any of them back. Get a couple more here. We're going to be a hard lesson here. Guidance for a hard lesson. Okay. Aries, your guidance cards are, your soul truth card is saying, where can I ask for more help in my life? And this is coming up. This is what's going to come up here shortly for you. And this card says, until we can receive with an open heart, we're never really giving with an open heart. When we attach judgment to receiving help, we knowingly or unknowingly attach judgment to giving help. And that's a quote by Brené Brown. And it's saying, today, ask someone for help and receive it with an open heart. Ask for what you want and be open to receiving it without judging yourself for asking or judging the situation altogether. So it looks like that you're regretting something you did in the past where you didn't ask for help. And had you asked for help back then, you wouldn't have had to go through the situation that you went through, all that emotional pain and heartache. And this makes perfect sense, you know, because these cards are showing me that you were really grieving something or someone. I feel like it was something, grieving the loss of something. And because you didn't ask for help in that situation, everything changed for you, and it caused you to lie in a place of regret for quite some time. But the beautiful thing here is what's coming up for you. It looks like the direction that you're headed is that of balance, hindsight, which is hindsight's 2020, which means you're looking back on that situation and you're learning the lesson. You're understanding why you went through it, what caused the problem, what caused the situation that you regretted. And the oblivious card is here, and I feel like you're just going to be completely aware. Like, I feel like this card came out in the reverse, and I know you saw it when it came out. I hope you did. Sometimes you can't see this far back, but I probably put that in the wrong position because this fits right into our reading, but this card would have come out in reverse. And I'm pretty sure that was my mistake in laying it out there. I'll go back and watch this video and make sure, but I mean, I feel it strongly. You're not going to be oblivious anymore. You're completely knowing and aware and in balance, and you see the lesson, you see what happened back then that caused all this situational issue that you had that caused the regret for you. And your soul action, when it's saying ask for what you want and be open to receiving it, you know, you can't ask with judgment. You have to be open to receive the help when you ask for it. So that's the lesson here that you learned. You've learned that lesson. You know that you can ask for help, and it's okay to do that. When you ask people for help who are willing to help you, there's just absolutely nothing wrong with that. You've got chaos, hinder, and intent. And these are your advice for life cards. So let's read these and find your lesson here. Chaos. It is sometimes necessary to put space between us and others in order to restore peace and harmony to our lives. Once we reach a certain level of spiritual maturity, our soul becomes severely disappointed by pettiness, drama, conflict, negativity, and manipulation stemming from others with whom we may have once shared a connection. Whether you choose to add a bit of space between you or to remove yourself completely, always take great care to do so with loving kindness while remaining hopeful that they too will find peace. So that's speaking about removing yourself from situations where they're not good for you. They're causing you stress and anxiety or sorrow or pain or grief, or there's something that isn't good for you. And when we remove ourselves from those types of situations, we're doing ourselves a huge favor. You know, we're saving ourselves from something that could be really bad. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it, especially when you do it with love and kindness. You're not wishing bad on the other people or anyone involved in the situation. You just know that you just can't keep doing things the way you're doing them. Now, the next card that you have is Hinder. And this card says, just as broken glass may distort your view, there are people who purposely try to hinder your progress. They create stress and hardship by use of manipulation and sabotage tactics that are meant to throw you off balance. They undermine you by forcing your focus onto the newly found stress and hardship and away from your own well-being, growth, progress, and stability. You have to protect yourself from people like this. When you recognize that your life has taken a turn for the worse after becoming involved with someone, pay very close attention to what is going on in your life so that you'll be able to see through the smoke and mirrors that may be going on behind the scenes in your life. I know that was long, but if your view is distorted and someone is purposely doing that to hinder your progress, that is someone that you will want to remove from your space and your life. You know, intent, you have set your aim on your goal and you are focused on your intention. The tip is razor sharp and is headed straight toward the bullseye with astonishing precision. Every now and then we can forget that we have come as far as we have because of the person we are. If we change who we are in order to accomplish a goal, we haven't accomplished anything. Stay true to yourself. Never forget where you came from and lead by the amazing example of a human being that you are. I feel like these two cards here are giving you your lesson. They're telling you this is the lesson that you have learned from this situation you were in back here. The lessons that you've learned, you know, that you can remove people from your life and it's okay. Don't feel too bad about it because, you know, there's no reason. You don't have to set yourself on fire, Aries, to make someone happy. You have to take care of yourself, your soul, your own well-being, your heart space. You have to have peace. And if there's chaos all around you, you're not going to have peace. So removing people from your plate, from your space, from your life, it's okay if that's what you need to do. As long as you're not doing it in a mean, evil way, you know, you're doing it with loving kindness as much as you can. And that's all that can be expected from you. And then when someone hinders you by distorting your view of things, gaslighting, crazy-making tactics, things that people do when they're abusive type personalities, those people that do those things on purpose to distort your view so that they can hinder progress that you're trying to make, they don't have a place in your life. That's what this card is telling you. These are the lessons you've learned. And the big lesson here, this is now. Set your aim. You know, set your intentions. What do you want to accomplish and be clear about it and see yourself there. And then your soul action is telling you, card is telling you to be open to receiving help. Ask for help and be open to receiving it. So whatever it is that's coming up for you, when you cross this, when you get over this situation here where you turn a corner, you're going to see yourself balanced, in full control of the view that you've got of this situation you're going to be out of, and the fact that hindsight's 20/20 here for you. You're going to see everything for what it was. You're going to be balanced. You're going to see things for what they are. You're going to see that for what it was. You're not going to be oblivious anymore or clueless, whatever. You're going to be completely knowing and aware of what happened here and what's going on at the current moment in your life. So that's your reading, Aries. You're being shown that once you allow yourself to complete this cycle that you're in, you're going to cross over to a beautiful place where there's going to be balance in your life in every way. You're going to be full of knowledge about where you've been and where you're headed. You're going to see everything for what it truly is and was. You're fully aware that sometimes you have to remove yourself from others, and sometimes you have to remove others from you and your life. You're going to be fully aware if someone ever tries to distort your view to hinder your progress. You know that you need to set your intentions and believe them and know them and know that they are true, and that's exactly what you're going to get. You have to know it. And if you ask for help and be open to receiving it. Those are your lessons. This is where you're headed, and those are your lessons. And I am pleased with this reading, Aries. I hope you are too. My description area has some links there if you'd like to go to those links. You can get a personal reading from me there. You can go into an extended version of this reading there and all sorts of other things. There are some social media sites there if you want to join me there. I'm going to be doing some giveaways, probably a few weeks away from that now, but I'm working on it. So hang tight, and if the links still aren't working for you, they will be. So just check back. And thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you, and enjoy your month, and take care and have a great Thanksgiving.